Okay, welcome friends to the channel. We're talking, welcome sports sim fans. Today, not APA today. I just wanted to showcase some things I bought at a flea market near my house. So I was driving down the road with my mother-in-law and my wife, and I spotted a flea market near my house, and I was at a comic book store. So I was like, I bet you they probably have some good stuff there. I think I spotted some games, and so we went and did some errands, and luckily it came back, and the guy was still had his flea market all set up. And my wife wanted to stop. She likes flea markets. I personally do not like anything flea markets. So when I was growing up, we didn't have a lot of money, and a lot of my birthday and Christmas presents all came from flea markets. So a lot of my games I got as a kid were like missing pieces. Think of these old Parker Brothers games like Charlie's Angels and Star Wars and stuff. And I would get the games. I remember I had Emergency, and I wouldn't have all of the whole set, and it would smell like someone's basement. So, but anyways, tides turn. So now we're in a sports sims, and we always think when we go to these garage sales or estate sales or flea markets, we're going to come across some things. So, quite amazingly, this guy had a bunch of games, and in his stack, he even had that electric football, the one with the guys going around electric. He had a stack of 3 games. He had this Cadaco All-American Football. And he had 2 Strat games, Strat Hockey and Strat Baseball. And like I said, he was wrapping up ready to go. And I said, how much are you asking for those games? And he said, I'll give you $5. And I said, I didn't look at even what was in these Strat boxes. I just said, I'll take each game for $5. So 3 games for $15. So we're going to unearth what we have here today, because I took a peek at it on the way home, and I put a post on Digital Dice, so you guys may know already, but we're going to take a quick peek at what we got here. And this is an unofficial unboxing, because I did look at this baseball set, and I immediately went and got my baggies. So I'm going to bag these things right on the spot. So I got my baggies you could use for Strat-O-Matic cards. So I'm putting this video out, and I normally do APA stuff, but I know I have Strat-O-Matic viewers who watch the channel, so this one's for you. Cadaco All-American Football. Now, I had the baseball game growing up, and let's see what the football is. Now, first thing I'm noticing on this is a copyright in 1965, ages 10 through teens. Now, obviously, I'm out of my teens, and I don't care. I love his stuff. So let's take a look at what we got. So we have I opened this up myself. So we have the disc, which I had the baseball. One thing I noticed is no specific players. It says a quick kick return. Wow, it gets that detail with a quick kick. So you got end run, off tackle. So I guess you got to put the disc in. Interception return, reverse, long pass, offense, PAT. It looks like this is like field goals, maybe. Yeah, and field goals. Quick opener. Defense, something with the plays there. So how All-Star Baseball works, got some pegs there. Lady Buxton. I wonder if looks like that might be a jewelry box. So how this works is you have a spinner. So you put the things in the spinner. It looks like it has a little, almost like APA-like with the feel. You could probably even use it for APA. And let's see what's underneath it here. Nothing under there. So what you do in this game is you, I guess, put a disc. I remember I haven't done this since I was 10 years old. I'm now 53, I think. So I guess you go like this and like this. And then you spin the spinner. Tells you what the play is. 30 plays per quarter. So I guess this came after APA. So they probably, I don't know if they tell you, so you got the quarters, you have the downs, you have the markers there. So we got Cadaco, All American Football. It's the blast from the past. You guys are playing these games. We have a scoreboard here too. You can use this for APA if you want. I guess you put the scoreboard like this. It's got the little scoreboard. Isn't that cool? Put the guys up here, kind of like the baseball had the big field there. And I think the inside of the box had the instructions. So the instructions were actually like on the inside of the box. 1965. So it doesn't have any particular specific players. It's not like your APA or Strat-O-Matic or anything, but I think it's a football game. So fun stuff there. So let's put this away and we'll see what kind of other stuff we got here. So $5. I know we pretty much don't need it as more of a collector's item, but I could not pass this up for $5. So like I said, I played the snot out of the baseball game, and the guy was trying to sell me the electric football game. I said, that's too much. Let's see what we got. I did take a peek at this already, and I think this is pretty impressive. We have a Strat-O-Matic game, 19, looks like the year I have on these cards were 78, 79. I gotta put my glasses on. So we have 78, 79. We have the New England Whalers, John Garrett. Jordy Douglas, 50, let's see who scored the most goals here. 27 goals, Mike Rogers. Blaine Stoughton, 18 goals. New England Whalers. Andre Lacroix, 32 goals. Mike Antonovich, 20 goals. Dave Keon, 22 goals. Gordy Roberts, 11 goals. Mark Howe, 42 goal scorer for the Whalers. Gordie Howe, Mr. Hockey, 19 goals. Marty Howe is playing with his two sons, Rick Lay, Dave Inkpen, Alan Hangselben, Jim Warner. The cards are pretty good shape. Not too musty. These cards are in really good shape. For a 78, 79, so 80, goodness me. So like 40 some years old. Ron Plum, Larry Plow, John McKenzie, Warren Miller, George Lau, Brad Selwood, and then we got the goalie. There's one goalie here, looks like. John Garrett. What if I got another goal? I just missed him, but I don't know. But anyways, let's see if we got. Oh, we got the other goalie on the other side. Interesting. We got two-sided cards. So two guys on one card. You have Al Smith, 50% of the starts, and then you turn around, you got John Garrett, and it's 1/20. Just a split card they're drawing for that. Interesting stuff. So first thing I'm going to do with these Strat sets is I'm going to bag them, get them off of those. These are relics, gaming relics. We're going to put them in bags so we don't do any more rubber band damage than necessary. There you go. So we have a Strat 1970-79 hockey. This one has a somewhat color there. This must have been a Penguin fan. He did a black and gold. Greg Millen and Dennis Herron. This is before Lemieux. Rod Shutt. So this guy, he colored the Penguin goalie card. Or he colored Rick Kehoe too. So he colored it black and gold. So he must have been a little kid or something. I bought this in Pittsburgh, so maybe some little kid in Pittsburgh owned this back in the 70s. And he wanted to put a little color to his. Even back then, they were trying to do immersion. He's doing some little color to his. Maybe Rick Keogh was his favorite player. Maybe Greg Millen, he liked him too. Let's put them in a bag. Okay, and we'll just look through the rest of this box, and then we'll go to the baseball set here. There were some interesting things in the baseball set I saw. Let's go to this one here. Hey, don't fall. All right. You make it through? Oh my goodness. All right, so we got some old instructions here. What's kind of funny is like my instructions I bought maybe like 10 years ago were probably exactly the same as this. So that's some old Strat-O-Matic hockey instructions. We have an original board. Wow, that is super sturdy. Holy Moses, I don't know if you could see that. It is sturdy. That's like not even like cardboard. It's like the really thick cardboard. I mean, that's really high quality, kind of like the old Appa stuff. Wow. Okay, so you have the Strat Hockey play chart. You got the same thing, the advanced power play. Like I said, not much different in the current game. 1978 copyright. You've got the Strat-O-Matic hockey. Like some descriptions about the game, maybe like an order set. This might have been like their brochure that they would sell. And if someone looks like they cut out the brochure, maybe. Yeah, so we got the, doesn't say the year. Deluxe set was 16 bucks. Interesting. This must have been the brochure. Okay, this 79 80. So 78, 79 would have been the season on this. You can see it says 78, 79 statistics. John Davidson, the Rangers. Phil Esposito's on the Rangers. Look at all this stuff here. We got you can buy additional teams, additional things you could buy. Looks like a lot of writing on this one. Oh my goodness, this guy was really into Strat hockey. Hardstrom, additional players. He was doing the trades on here and everything. It's just kind of love looking at this stuff. Little writings the guy has on there. Here's a split deck. Wow, these are thick cards too. Holy Moses. I'm going to use these. I don't play this game a whole ton, but if I do, I'm going to use these thick cards. These. Wow. Amazing how Strat's quality went downhill over the years, but this is like thick stuff. I have the split deck here. I'll get those into bags also. Got the teams. We have the Nordiques, Bruins, Red Wings, Montreal Canadiens. Got the advanced action deck here. Check these out. These are in good shape too. These are really thick cards. Holy Moses. It's pretty not much different in today's game. They have not updated this game at all. I got maybe some super advanced rules in there. So you got the little markers for the quarters. Here's the basic. Looks like they played some of that. You have advanced penetration chart. You've got the little pegs here, I guess, for the board. So like you could put your, and it actually still has the 2 dice. And so it must have been the 1D20, the splits, they must be doing off of the actual split deck. So if you have like a 1 to 20, you have to check. So you might be going off of this split number up top, which is 1 to 20. And they have the 2 dice for the, so if like Rob Ramage for the, who the heck is this? For, I don't know what team that is. Okay, so Tony Esposito, so let's say Ted Boley, 27 goal scorer for the 78-79 Blackhawks, has an inside shot. You roll 2 dice and get 2 to 12. 12 on the inside, so it's a save. Puck goes to the defensive center. So you just results, classic strat, results right on the card. Another inside shot, 7 goalie rating. Then you would do draw a split card on the goalie. So you would, let's say a split card, let's pick 9. So you look at 9 and save, face off. So you just draw 2 dice and you draw split cards. So great stuff here. Great find. So we'll put these, we'll put all these teams in baggies. And this is a fantastic, I love this old stuff like this. I love it. Okay, let's get this, put this away. Now let's look at some baseball. There were some interesting things I saw in baseball. I took a peek, and this actually inspired me to do the videos. I was like, I have to tape this because there were some neat things in it. So we got Strat-O-Matic baseball here. So we have Form A. Looks like a very much like the current Form A. You've got the, he even has an impressive thing about both these games. They come with the dice. You actually even have the original dice with this. Looks like a 1985. Got some original Strat-O-Matic dice from 1985. It's a 2-5. So on Dave Anderson, that would be a single for the Dodgers. They got the split decks on the little cards here. So you just draw a split number for the splits. Someone even has their little pegs here. And they even threw in some pencils. Very interesting stuff. You wonder where these, how many games have been played with this. Okay, so let's see if we got all the teams. Now, a couple things I saw interesting is there were some great teams of the past mixed in here. So I'm going through this Tigers team. So I think this is just a 20 players per set, but watch this. I think he threw in some, see, he's got the 61 Tigers in there. We got 85. Darrell Evans, Barbara Garby, Doug Flynn, Kirk Gibson, Larry Herndon, Chet Lemon, Bob Melvin, Lance Parrish, Nelson Simmons, Alan Trammell, Lou Whitaker's a 1, 21 homers, Juan Berenguer, Willie Hernandez, Aurelio Lopez, Jack Morris, Dan Petrie, Frank Tanana, and Walt Terrell. But then he also has 61 Tigers right below it. So there must have been like a, see, this has the advanced side on it. This has the regular basic side on it. And then he threw in he has a 61 Tigers in here. Dick Brown, Norm Cash, Rocky Colavito, Bill Bruton, Chico Fernandez, Al Kaline, Dick McAuliffe, Baba Morton, McRourke, Jake Wood, Jim Bunning, Frank Larry, Don Mossy, Paul Foytak, Phil Regan, Hank Aguirre, Terry Fox, Jerry Staley. So not only do we have the 1985 Tigers, let's see how many cards there were. One, should be 20, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. So everything's accounted for there on the Tigers. 20 cards. Play some one-offs here. I mean, probably can't do a full season replay, but I mean, you could play some fun one-offs with this set. And then I was going through, the reason I thought he had some, because I was looking at the Cardinals, and I came across, he has the, where were they? He had the 85 Gas House Gang. 34 Cardinals in there. And then this Yankees set, I could tell right away because they're right on top, but he had the 27 Yankees, which I have this great teams from Strat. This is the only one I have of Strat-O-Matic, these 27 Yankees, but he's got them right there. It looks like he took a lot of care because he saw Strat-O-Matic put a dash for the home runs allowed, and this kid, whoever owned this guy, he went in and threw in the numbers. Strat didn't put in there. George Papergrass, Miles Thomas. And he has the 85 Yankees. Don Baylor, Ron Hassey, Ken Griffey, Ricky Henderson, double-A stealer, 24 homers. Don Mattingly, great Don Mattingly card there. Mike Pagliarulo, getting a little faded there. Danny Pasqua's got some nice power. 9 homers, 18, projected 36 homers, but look at that column 1 for Danny Pasqua, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 2, 3. Willie Randolph. Andre Robertson. Billy Sample. Dave Winfield. Butch Weiniger. Joe Colley. Brian Fisher. Ron Guidry. Bill Necro. Dave Rigetti. Bob Shirley. Ed Whitson. Danny Pasqua. Okay, I'm going to put these all in the baggies. Let's look for teams that have a lot, like a thick set here, because I did see another team. Okay, this team, Giants. Let's see who he has for the Giants. Okay, so we got, let me go like this here. I'll stack these up because we're going to bag all these bad boys up for the collection. $15, all 3 of these games. It's like the best deal of the day. Okay, he's got the 85 Giants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see what kind of look. I do see a great team in the past back there. So let's see who it is. 85. Okay, so he's got the 62 Giants in there. Wow. So this guy must have bought. That's interesting. Centering. Strat has they're centered on the middle of the card there like that. That's the same. Interesting. So you got Matty Alou, Felipe Alou, Ed Bailey, Ernie Bowman, Orlando Cepeda. These are the original all-time teams. Tom Howler, Chuck Hiller, Harvey Keene, Willie Mays, 49 homers. Man alive. That 2 column, 2-8, 2-9, 2-10. See ya. Jose Pagan, Mar Marichal, Billy Odell. Jack Sanford, Mike McCormick, Billy Pierce, Bob Bolin, Don Larson. See, some are centered on the left, some are on the middle there. It's interesting. Ooh, we got some rubber band damage here. I noticed some of these little particles here, like this. This is like what the classic rubber band damage is you see in Strat. So look at this Rip Collins. Now he's on 34 Cardinals. He's not in the right stack, but this is what they're talking about when they say get him off a rubber band. See, like that's stuck on there. Okay, luckily that came off. Okay, so luckily that came off here. So that Rip Collins will go into that Cardinals pile. Interesting stuff. Okay, let's look for any other teams that have a thicker stack. So we got the 62 Giants. Okay, this looks like one team, Dodgers. Padres got one team. Phillies one. Backman for the Mets one. Puckos one. Expos, I looked at them. One. Alan Ashby, 85 Astros. 85 Reds. Cubbies. Let's see, Cecil Cooper. Looks like one team there. Chris Bando. 85 Blue Jays, pretty good team. Magic Juan Beniquez. Looks like one. At the 85. 85 Orioles. 85 Red Sox. 85 Mariners. Cole. Dusty Baker. 85 A's. 85 White Sox. 85 Twins. 85 Royals. I think they won the World Series. Got the pitcher hitting cards here. Okay, so it looks like we got the 85 season with a couple great teams. We have a 62 Giants, 27 Yankees, 34 Cardinals. Great stuff. Let's see what we got here. Got some ballpark effects. Doesn't have the year in it, so you're kind of guessing what year it is, but you got some ballpark effects there. You have the old advanced, before super advanced, this is like what they had, advanced fielding. Then you had the basic fielding. And you got, this is great stuff. Look at this old time roster sheet here. Wow. 85 roster sheet. And you got the supplementary steal system here. So they have attempt to steal. They have an out stealing. They have the ratings. So this is kind of like a precursor to the super advanced, like whenever they would just put them on the cards. So it even has like the instructions, like how to attempt to steal, etc. So interesting stuff. Got a little Strat-O-Matic extras. You got the old timer team. So maybe he picked the 27, 34, and then he got the 62. So you could buy a Series B 30 season. These are the old seasons they had back then. 61, 69. 70 score sheets. Tell you, everybody knows these 86 Elias baseball analysts. I got one of those. Here's our little coupon set. So you just basically pick who you want and you just mail this off in the mail. So pretty awesome stuff. This is my that comic book store.
Yeah, that's cool.
I bought a whole bunch of games here. It was $15 for all this stuff.
Nice.
I told it was the owner guy. I told him you go up there and buy like California raisins and stuff. Well, you're cute with your Grimace shirt.
Thanks.
in your hair. They're gonna love you down there, McDonald's. All right, Advanced, that was my daughter. She worked. I gotta take her to work here soon. She had a pretty cool. Talking about retro, they have Grimace shirts. So they have these shirts with the Grimace face on it, and she wears that's her uniform for work. It's pretty wild. Ground balls, ground ball A, ground ball B, ground ball C. Fly ball A. Don't see too many of those. You got all the regular old Strat stuff. You got the advanced strategy. And you got the classic board here with the one-arm pitcher. Oh, you got the instructions on the back. Ha ha ha, look at that. All the instructions are right on the back of the playboard. So that'd be wasn't a great thinking, because let's say you're playing a game, you have your pegs and your cards and stuff on here. Like, oh crap, well, how does that rule go? You gotta like take all the stuff off and flip it all around. So how? Be better, how? You know, it's good man for the industry. So you got the instructions right on the board. So very efficient back in those days. You can see they put the instructions. They probably didn't want to do boards and things. So like great stuff found there. This is like just I called it good karma, because I took my wife and her mother-in-law, mom, out on chores. I could have stayed home, but I wanted to drive them and take care of them. And we were rewarded today. So just want to show this stuff off of some great finds. Keep an eye out. You never know. Next time you're at you see a flea market, stop by. Oh, here we go. Here's what it says. A special set consisting of 2016s from a past season, the 27 Yankees, 34 Cardinals, 61 Tigers, and 62 Giants, and a bonus coupon. So they were throwing in those 4 teams with the season set you bought. I seem to remember they had something on the box too. Yeah, like this. They were talking about like it's an investment, appreciates. For example, in 1979, a 1962 set original cost $10, sold for $275. And a 1963 season set sold for $150. Pretty amazing stuff here. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. Just a little super flea market find. Great stuff. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.